And who's recruiting folks to these research sessions? Is this something that the PM or the PMM, or do they come together and say, "Hey, we have these relationships with existing customers," uh, and then sort of, bring people to these efforts?
From my perspective, I see it all shapes and sizes, right? Like some people have formal research teams that will do all the recruiting, right? We have teams at Centerco that we have a full recruitment team that just handles recruitments for our beta tests. But product management have good relationships with users, and so do sales. Right, sales has great relationships with a lot of customers, and a lot of times it really depends on the situation of who's going to do some of the recruiting. For a lot of B2B SaaS, I like to include the account executives, or sorry, not account executives, account managers, saying like who would be a good fit for this. You've talked to them probably more frequently, and they have more of a
Mhm.
regular cadence to talking to them. Whereas a product manager like may chime in every once in a while looking for some research, but so that's the way I've typically dealt with it.
Yeah, yeah. Similarly, I think we, our product managers definitely typically have a strong understanding of who might be, a strong participant in a beta, for example. But it can also be really helpful to leverage customer success's
Mm.
close relationships with customers, because they can, not only do customers come to mind to reach out to, but they might have a better understanding of uh, who is willing to say yes, who is a prime candidate for the specific feature, who's been asking for it. So customer success is always on my list, like first stop to go to. And then between, like I mentioned, the product managers and myself, we can kind of pull together a pretty solid list typically.